Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? We are live again on Royal Family TV today. We have great uh Liberian gospel ministers. We have great entertainers here tonight, and we are going to discuss Liberian entertainment in general. So it's Liberian Entertainers Forum. So we're going to start with our brother to the top to introduce himself and go below, go across the line.
Oh, my name is Alex, and it's great to be here. Looking forward.
Well, my name is Bricalia Cooper. It's good to be here.
Okay. Two of you guys down there.
I will let it be man go for it.
Yeah, I see it. Anyway, it's your boy Flex, CEO at ATL Recording Studio and CEO at LIB Music Distribution, in the US. So
Thank you.
Tower G, commonly known as George B. I'm here in the US also.
Okay. Gentlemen, I want to say welcome to you guys and our sister. We got mixture of artists here. So our goal is one. We talk about entertainment or is Liberia. Goal is Liberia. Period. So we have movie actors or filmmakers and DJs and everybody come here. And we could not get everybody tonight. So whoever here tonight, you are blessed to be here. All right. The topic here, the first topic here tonight, we're going to talk about lifestyle of an artist. What type of lifestyle do we live? Yeah. So wonder your lifestyle as an artist, as a professional artist. So we're going to start with Brother Green to tell us about lifestyle. From there, go to our sister, Peculiar.
Um, I mean, you we talk about lifestyle. I think that's a broad question for me.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't know if you're speaking from the biblical standpoint or you're speaking from the fact that we're different mixture of artists on here or entertainment people. I don't know what where you're really coming from on that.
Yeah, if you're a gospel minister, you will talk about the Christian side of lifestyle. Then those are entertainers. They'll talk about their lifestyle. We want to know standards. What do we do
I mean,
our lifestyles?
The Bible says, "By their fruit, which
Mm-hmm.
I know them." Um, what we do, it our life it should exemplify what we are, and so we are supposed to be Christ-like. We're supposed to be examples to our followers or to the people that follow Christ, which is the dress code, the things we do.
Mm-hmm.
They're all examples to people, and believe it or not, there are people that are watching you without you even knowing that they're watching you. The things they see you do out there, as well as what you say. And
Mm-hmm.
so, I like to just say that as per saying that our life should be an example based on what God has instructed us to do. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying. Like, they say, by their fruit we shall know them. And
Mm-hmm.
so we are supposed to be followers of Christ, disciples of Christ. So if you're doing anything that is outside of what the Bible says, in my opinion, as a gospel artist, I want to believe that it's contradiction to what we're supposed to be. Yeah, that's where how far I can weigh in on that.
Okay. What's up, Peculiar?
the
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
Yeah,
To
corporate to you.
add
Yeah.
into what Brother Ellis just said,
Mm-hmm.
I just believe our lifestyle should not be something that we should talk about, but our lifestyle should be something that we live in a sense that we are the light. So we don't have to come and tell you in word by word why our lifestyles are supposed to be like. as children of God, as believers, propagating the gospel through music.
Hmm.
The life we live should speak Christ because He is the perfect example for us to follow. I am not trying to say we are perfect, no,
Hmm.
but at least we should all strive towards perfection by doing the right thing. So, just to add on to what Brother Alex said,
Hmm.
lifestyle should not be something that you talk about, but something that you lived, that others will see the good work of God in you, because we might be the only living Bible that someone will have to see. We might
Hmm.
be the only means that someone should know that God exists just by the way you live your life, by the conversation you have, by the company you keep, and by the places you go. It should be able to distinguish as to whether you are a child of God or if you
Hmm.
are not. So I'm not going to sit there and tell you what my lifestyle is, but rather still I should be able to show you what the godly lifestyle should be. Thank you.
Okay. Go to Tower G.
Yeah. Um. I would tap in same brother Alex and our sister. I don't know how help me pronounce your name again. Prakilia. Please help me. I don't
Yes.
want to mispronounce your name. Make you feel bad.
You got it.
Oh, you gotta go with the
Okay.
Cooper. Make it easier.
All right. I'll go with Miss Cofer. Um.
Hmm.
Exactly what it's saying. Whether gospel artist or secular artist,
Hmm.
your lifestyle, your life should be your lifestyle. Whatever you live should be. As far as an artist, it should be something that you should set that boundary on doing things positive so the next generation can come and follow you. If you out there, I don't care what kind of big artist you are, and then you live in bad lifestyle, they're gonna haunt you. You're gonna have children in the world that will be affected by it. You're gonna have young musicians, young stars that want to come out that might like your music, but that particular life that you live, it might, they might kind of try to stay away from it and stuff like that. But yeah, what are you gospel? What are you secular artists? You got to set a good example for your brand, and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Well, ask Flex. Flex, what type of lifestyle you gotta live as an artist?
Man, the thing with that with me is like I can only speak on like things I go through with my employees that I have here
Hmm.
at the studio. Like I try to teach my own people that come around me how to be a boss on their own. So that way I don't see my friends as like I'm ahead to become a leader in a way. I understand that I'm in a leading position, but the type of relationship that we all have when I'm doing business with them or when we're interacting is mostly like everybody's their own boss. So we all gotta set a higher expectation for each other. So that's
Hmm.
how we work. So that's how I see it as. I don't really look at it as, there's a lot of things going on because with the music industry, once you become famous and then people start coming around you, there's a lot of things to see and they won't understand. They just think that it's supposed to be gravy every day. So but for our team, that's one thing we all talk about here. It's based on just teaching each other business, like how to get in the industry because we're all in the same market. It's just we gotta understand how to make money out of it. So it's just having a bunch of bosses around you and you don't have to worry about, if somebody gonna take a negative side of things and run with it, you know.
Okay. All right. Then the other guys wrap up, so we'll keep going. The next thing is that a lot of artists when uh what if as an artist and one time you woke up from sleep and you saw your name on Facebook to say the worst thing about you. Uh, who's supposed to talk for you? Is it yourself or who's supposed to come and represent you yourself? Have to go live and start cussing the people back. So we want to become, when they say lifestyle, and not just being a cool guy and whatsoever, but certain time, one day you woke up on Facebook, your name is written, some kind of a black one, I'm telling you so bad. How do you respond to that? I will start with Ellis again.
I mean, it's a great question, but I think it comes back in two different folds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, from a from a from a from a management standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
once you have a team of people, or you have people that are pretty much like your mouthpiece, by right, people are supposed to do press statements. You're supposed to have lawyers and stuff like that. You're supposed to have spokespersons and stuff like that. People would normally go through those channels for your management or somebody to contact whoever is involved into that thing they're saying about you. You should have someone to pretty much communicate to them. But there are also levels where it goes beyond that. There are artists I see nowadays that they take the ball in their own hands when it comes to a certain thing.
Mm-hmm.
They take off social media. Like my good friend Sonny Badu, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him in a few instances where he come out on social media to debunk something somebody said about him. As
Mm-hmm.
a matter of fact, I was looking at a video I think 2 or 3 weeks ago about this guy Emoji from Ghana. I
Mm-hmm.
think somebody because his name is the same name as some secular artist in Ghana. Somebody kind of tied him to that. They said it was him. He's this gospel emoji. And so
Mm-hmm.
he had to immediately go onto social media to debunk that particular thing. And he was very angry when as far as saying that if whoever did it did not take it down within 24 hours, he would have sent his lawyer. So I think it doesn't it doesn't have especially right now where the world is going. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it have people. There are people that are not really sitting and waiting for that or that diplomatic kind of thing and doing this. Some people just like yeah, some people just hating it. But then
Mm-hmm.
again, it comes down. It comes back to how you hit it. Guys, you are thinking about the how, the when, the why. You're
Mm-hmm.
doing everything, and that's where the wisdom. That's where wisdom of God comes in. The Bible said it without knowledge, the people perish. And so I
Mm-hmm.
think the way you deal with those things, it reflects as to what you are, and also it also sometimes it just tells how far it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So if the question was just been asked on a broader perspective, I think it doesn't have a set approach. Why it is true that people are supposed to have a management team that will normally talk for them. But
Mm-hmm.
nowadays, I see artists taking some ball into their own hands based on what happened. Sometimes they just attack it right away and say, let me just say this real quick so that it can go to
So
rest."
for
But
you, what will you do?
so for me, with
Mm-hmm.
the personality that I have,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I pray to God for
Mm-hmm.
direction. I pray to God for direction. Trust me, there are a lot of times people say things. There are some times where God, the Bible says, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battle,
Mm-hmm.
victory will be mine. And so for me, depending on what God says to do at that moment, I will. But I can tell you, say, okay, I probably will respond or have my management respond. Sometimes talking is even good. And so I allow the Spirit of God to direct me on what to do. There are
Okay.
times where I would decide to just keep quiet. Even
Mm-hmm.
if you're saying the worst things about me. If God says keep quiet, I'm going to keep quiet because it's not time to talk. Sometimes we talk from a premature standpoint. Sometimes you talk when you're not supposed to talk.
Okay.
And so once you have wisdom, you pray for wisdom. In my case, I will pray for wisdom and pray that God direct me in whatever response to give.
Okay. Prince, I want to start with you. What if you woke up one morning and a blocker has blocked about you on social media, saying the worst thing about you as an artist or entertainer? What will you do? What will be your response? You are muted. You are still muted, Prince. We can hear you. Didn't hear you, Prince. Prince got a lot of difficulty today.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably go back on and come back in.
yeah. So you gotta go come back. So we're gonna start with Sister Cooper. Tell us you woke up one morning, your name on social media, they tell you, by the way, what would you do as an artist?
Well, actually, 2011, that
Mm-hmm,
happened to me. If you can really recall, Victor Jones,
mm-hmm,
uh, that happened to me 2011, and it was the time that I was very new to social media. So, and the scandal that was carried around, it was to instigate a serious confusion
mm-hmm,
between me and the fellow artists. And actually, these were accusations that were never true. But we have to really understand that as children of God, these things will always happen. When it happened in my case,
mm-hmm,
good thing at that time, I was very naive to social media. I never had a lot of friends. I never had friends, actually. So I was very defenseless in a sense. I didn't know where to go. So there were people that knew me that was on social media to debunk the accusation. But a typical me, at times people see me to be someone very aggressive.
mm-hmm,
Also, people mistaking my appearance at times. They think I'm this kind of aggressive person. But looking how far I have come with God, um, I'm going to look and see from where the accusation is coming from.
mm-hmm,
If the accusation is coming from within Christendom, then I'm going to follow biblical principle, of course. The
mm-hmm.
Bible
So,
says when your brother offends you, you take him to the elders and then you guys can talk about it.
mm-hmm,
And if he refuses to take in a correction, then you can take him to the Lord. So I understand vengeance is of the Lord, but like wisdom is profitable in
mm-hmm,
some instance. If accusation is leveled against me to ruin the church, to ruin or to affect my children, my family, my marriage, of course, I we have to take it to the Lord. We have to understand that the Lord is not our enemy. So, like I said, it is from two sources. So, if it is coming from the church, of course, it will be discussed in the church. And
mm-hmm.
if it is coming from an outside force, I would first of all try to reach out to the person to understand why. And if this person seems to be very adamant and don't want to come to a peaceful still, I will have to take them to the law. I will have
Okay.
to do that. Being a Christian, I don't think means we should be stupid. Um, I think I will try the both measures to make sure that peace brings and situation is solved amicably. That's what I
Okay.
would do.
All right. Thank you. Prince, why can you talk now? We can stay hear you. Right. Okay, so we're gonna go to Tower G. From Tower G, we're gonna be going to Flex. So Tower, tell me, you work out your name appear somewhere, and what would be your response? What would you do?
But man, I think we had a conversation the last time.
Mm-hmm,
Like I said before, and I will say it again.
mm-hmm,
It all depends on what it's about. Where is it coming from?
mm-hmm,
Who is it coming from? What time? You know, how would that benefit me if I go back at that person or whatever the person say about me and stuff like that on social media, whether it's in person, what is it have to do with how is it gonna help me if I go and respond to them?
mm-hmm,
You know, that's just how I'm gonna put it. But on the other hand, if you come in from my family, like how the lady was saying, Mrs. Cooper, if they have to do you coming from my family, my loved ones and stuff like that, we're gonna take it that way. But let's note this now. It's entertainment. Sometimes it's all about the numbers. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's all about the numbers. So if that social media, if we're gonna come and dance it, you put on my album, I put on your teeth, we dance it on social media for us to get the number, for me to get the number, I will do whatever it takes. You know what I mean? As long as promoting, I mean in a positive, I would do it in a positive side for myself so it can be able to, so I can benefit from it. So it can raise my number, or it can put some extra money in my pocket. The rest of them are story. That's it.
Okay, and somebody were asking, this forum we talk about Liberia entertainer in general, movies maker, filmmaker, whatever, comedian. We all kind. It's all about Liberian artists in general, how to carry themselves. So, Flex, what would you do? Because I've seen you so many times, and you're not counting the Facebook yet. What would you do? Somebody tarnish your fan reputation. What would you do?
Um, those days
Hmm.
I can say it's over, but nowadays I understand. Building a team. In a team, we have something here called damage control. So we have a group just for that. It
Hmm.
depends on what the situation is. Like Tawaji was saying, if it's worth, if they're worth the platform, and we can give it to them. We'll play, we'll play the game. But if it's a situation that is have something to do with my family being threatened, or somebody that's very close to me being threatened, we have another department for that. So it depends on basically like who it is, basically who it is and what they're saying, because not all negativities are bad negativities. You can always benefit something from it. It depends on what's the topic is about, and what's going on with the situation that you guys are having, like your situation with. But me, you know me already. My
Hmm.
more, that's why I don't really do social media as much because I learned to just stay in my own bubble. Because the thing I understand about a lot of people is they catch on. When they catch on, they'll criticize you for things that you say and criticize you for things you do. And then when they catch on to what's going on in the world now, like something that happened in 2000 and let's say 2021, and then it's cool now, it's the new cool trend in 2022,
Hmm.
or 2023. But back then they'll criticize you for it. So I already understand that part. So at the end of the day, you just got to understand where it's leading to, how is it going to benefit you, and how you're going to take care of it. But you got to be very careful in the street too. Not everybody, jump. So some people take things differently. Not everybody come and sit down on social media and just wow, 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 make noise.
Yeah, but Flex, I have seen you do that before, but have you changed now? That's what you're telling me.
Now, small, I ain't gonna say plenty. Small, but I try. I got therapy. I got people around me. Like
Okay.
I said, I have a full team now, so I get people that come to me and say, "My man, I'm at job." You know what I'm saying? What you doing? Just let it go. I'll take
Hmm.
care of it. And they have shown me so many times that they will take care of things. So those are people when I look at that, I'll be like, you know what? Like a department, I don't, yeah, go handle something else, because we got to keep the money going. If everybody in that tense mood, we're not gonna make nothing. We'll all sit down all day and just nag about one situation all day. So that's somebody else go sit down in the corner and nag about it and figure it out.
Okay. I everybody got something to add before I put my 2 cents on it.
So let's look at real time.
Mm-hmm.
All the thing we're talking about Sunday, if it happen, let's look
Mm-hmm.
at real time.
Mm-hmm.
Look what's going on with Gisino right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this top Nigerian superstar that have a way bigger platform,
Mm-hmm.
bigger following than Gisino that just coming up and growing his following.
Mm-hmm.
Come and say something about this young guy that is growing his following, that's hustling, trying to do a thing, and say the one record that he blew with that got the whole world knew about him, probably knew about Labyrinth or half or industry.
You can
Say it
hear me
was
now?
by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we hear you, man.
Um,
Saying it was by mistake. You see? And what did Jesino do? I'm not speaking for him, but I believe he probably sat with his team and they created some kind of strategy. Say, you know what? We got some kind of new record coming. We want to drop it. So they may got more numbers than you. They may got more following than you. And he
Mhm.
said so and so thing. Try to respond some kind of way, but try to be a little positive, more about just protect your brain. Respond some kind of way.
Mhm.
And he did. He responded, and all his people follow him. It's going hella scatter on social media. He just dropped a new song, and everybody running on and sharing it because why? They want to prove a point to that artist that made that statement about him saying it was a mistake. Now he dropped a new song. His supporters say, you know what, we will prove to this guy that this man didn't blow by mistake. It was meant to be. It was the word of God. That's the man time to shine. Everybody got their time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their time. So now he dropped a new song and it's spraying all over like wildfire. Everybody's spraying it. Everybody playing it and stuff like that. So in that case, it's about the numbers. Just is winning right now.
Mhm.
That's just what I say. That's the real time of the question that you ask. I'm just saying.
Okay, so we'll go back to why. Why you told me you saw your name on Facebook next day. Somebody block it, but you nasty way. What would you do?
Well, that's a great question though, because everyone have a divergent way of responding to issues,
Hmm.
especially if there's something that that is not if it's not too serious. I mean, I wouldn't respond to it. If I would respond, then of course, if I have a team, then of course my team will respond. Maybe put out a press release or something like that. But in some cases, in most cases, I know most of you guys are all artists. I see Flex here, Alex Green is here, my boy Taway is here. You guys are all professionals, and don't be so hasty to respond to every little thing. Time, just like you were saying, what T was saying earlier, timing is everything. Timing is everything. And there's something you call PR. You have to understand PR, how when and where to respond. So if somebody responds to me, so Prince did this. I know I didn't do it. I mean, and my fans know, people that know me understand how I operate. I mean, it's up to the fans and the other people to understand. I mean, if it's not that serious, it's not too much of a big issue. I wouldn't just respond to it. You know what I mean? So, and I heard about the Jazino situation. You know, Jazino responding to what's his name? Rug? Wasn't it Rugger?
I don't know, rock or something.
Right.
Reggie, or sometimes they call him
Rugger, yeah,
Rugu,
you know how to
Reggie.
say it. Now,
Yeah.
Jazino responding to him. I mean, if you watch Jazino, his video, the kid was having fun. He was having fun. In most cases, I mean, he did it the right time as well, because he didn't just respond right away. He waited till when he was dropping his song, his single that he just released, when everybody was talking about it and everybody was in the moment, and that comment the artist made was trending. He capitalized on it, and you know release his song. So now everybody is talking about it. But I mean, again, time is everything. Victor, I wouldn't just respond. We have to wait, understand when and where.
Okay.
That's what I said. That's what I say initially. Wisdom,
Hmm.
Yeah,
wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, you're gonna respond where you're not supposed to respond. You'll miss out on things that you're not supposed to miss out on.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me give my own 2 cents because myself, I'm an artist and I'm an individual as well. So I think, according like Flash was saying, right? Every artist should have a PR, somebody that will always do their daily work,
Thank you.
All
somebody that
good
Yeah.
always
work.
do your daily work. Yes, because most of the times when an artist come in and debone certain thing, it make you look childish, make you look like a small child that you don't even know what you're doing. Always, you should have a team. Your team should go first. If you have a manager or either a team that is behind, they are the first. They had to go and blow that alarm. Oh, we heard John Brown. You said something about my artist or someone that I'm working with, and which is wrong. And when I think it's still going, and it can situate at the right time, then the artist himself or herself can come out and speak out in a professional way, not to come and cause everybody mind and power, make it look bad like that. Always do that, because when something happen, boom, artist, boom, it's happening. Yeah, he did that thing. You can look so simple sometimes, like something like picking or something like little girl. It can look funny sometimes, or except you don't have PR, you don't have no team to work with you, then at least you can come and fight for yourself. But it's not everything that you're going to hear on social media, you have to go respond. No. And one of the things is that we are built, I mean, we put ourselves into this situation. Like being an artist is something that we chose to do. So it comes with a lot of pain, a lot of crazy stuff. So sometimes they will say something about you and you just play it low. Except when you go into your family now, your wife, your children, or your mom, then you can strike a little bit, but make sure your team come and say something for, because like PCK, right? Recent time they say, oh, PCK got I don't know, HIV or whatever they were calling it. Some kind of allegation came out. His manager saying he said go and deal with it first. But we will come day after tomorrow. Are you serious? And manager second, he came to the after the 2 days. He said, "Yeah, we told PC to come and clear the air before we the team will come through." I said, "But what kind of this? How can you say the general himself first?" So they did it backwards. So it was kind of funny. If somebody say if something happened to you, for me, I've been on Shadow Hour show. I came there 5 times. Prophet Kisho, I've been there. I've been there 2 times. Prophet Kina calls the hell out of me. I will yet drag me. Wherever I was tagging me. I just want through the windows. Let me go to my 8 hour. Yeah. I was done with that thing.
Of course.
They just give me numbers. Go look for me. Oh, with the Victor guy. I go low. I say the friend request they follow right now. I got on my Victor Jupe. I got about 20,000 plus. They think there were 5,000. They go 20,000 because the student there then. Oh, they want to show you want the high looking. Oh, I just look through it. Oh, let me go do my job. That's something you don't respond.
Of course.
Tell leader, let them be talking. And when you do that, you will show them more very quickly. But as soon as you respond, they come back again, they nail it to you again. Oh, then they know you can't stand it now. Then you come again, you cost your own money, cost your mom. But you'll be losing a lot of fans. And so, yeah, give it to them. But real good people that look at you, your character, and they will say, yeah. Like a lot of people say, my man is strong. They might tell the post about you, and you never responded. I say up to now. Because while somebody could keep you to hold your ground. Hold your ground. At certain time, let them talk. They don't come in my inbox, they don't call me, they don't say, oh, you want to talk? I don't respond to nobody. Everybody tell with me. So it's sometimes you just have to be strong because we put ourselves into the position. So when the people call you, sometimes let's just waste on your back. Because we put ourselves in anything. You think you are sitting in your living and someone can come for you? No. But you have a talent that God gave you. So they want to pull you down, drag you. So sometimes don't respond, period. If it's important, let your management come in and respond. And when my management say, okay, we said wait, Jacob. Hey, my son calling me. Yeah, let me answer my son. He had football practice. 1 second.
Victor, you joking?
Yeah. Hello? Yes. Yeah. Okay, I'll call you right back. Okay, I'm live right now.
Hey, Flex, man, how's everything, man? Been a while.
Everything doing good, man.
Yeah. So
Good to see you, brother.
like I was saying, we put ourselves into the positions, so we should expect bad or good things. Something weapon on your back, except when they're coming for your family, take it very serious. Anybody got anything to say before we go to the next one?
Yeah,
No, you're right, Victor.
Okay.
Just to add to what you just said, I mean,
Mm.
it's not everything you respond to, and just like Alex said, you got to use wisdom.
Mm.
Not everybody that said things to you will make sense. Some things will make sense, some will not make sense.
Yeah.
And every time you respond, you kind of pretty much bring yourself to that level.
That's right.
So you don't have to respond to everybody. So as an artist, That's why you have a if you have a good team. Let me just say this one. Let me just say this to you guys. Alex, I always make an example of Alex because he's somebody I've met and I've worked with him. You know, I've seen him, I've interacted with him, and this brother right here, he's like he set a standard for himself. You don't hear too much about Alex in in the public. Alex does his he does the work on a behind closed door. You want to see him put out his work. Now, if you say anything about Alex, does that mean he will respond to you? I mean, the same way Alex carry himself with a standard, with class, is the same way he's not going to respond to you when you say stuff about him, knowing fully well that it's not true. I mean, and this is applicable to every one of you here, even Flex and T. You're not just going to respond to anybody because they say one or two things about you. No, now, how is that adding to your life? How is that adding to your profession as an artist?
Yeah,
And there are some times you will respond, but you have to respond when it's appropriate.
Right.
So
Okay,
that's why.
that's good. All right, Flash, you want to say something?
yeah, man. Me, I just want to speak on experience. Sometimes you got to be careful with the same people in your camp. Those are the same people that would think that is good for your career, and then they'll start stuff and bring news to you so you can feed off of it. I had a incident like that before in my camp. A member that on my team, I'm sleeping. I think I just came from Canada from a tour, and then the man said, "You see what the person said about you? Oh, when I see that guy, I'm gonna drag this guy. I'm gonna beat this guy." It just happened that particular day. These two people were having the same flight flying to Minnesota. They meet up to the airport. The next thing you know, the other people running in the room. Look, they see a picture of the man, not take picture of the man. Say, my brother. And I see the person that is supposed to be beating you up. When you see,
Mhm.
it's will be stomping and
Guy
throwing
blood.
through the window. That person that is standing next to taking picture, talking about, my brothers. And then when you catch them in the middle of it too, they can feel some type of way. They feel disrespected because you caught them for who they are. But we had to teach them a lesson. And we ended up doing it. But at the same time, the same people can put you in trouble. The man said, Mimi told. That's a place in Minnesota we call Quick Stop. There's a quick start right on Taoji, what happened next to the police station.
Yeah, that's one of the most dangerous area in Brooklyn Park. Quick stop.
Yeah, the man said, I flew there, sir. I flew there that day. The man said, meet me here. You feel that I'm a snake. I can, when I call it, I'm not one tell on the team, meet me here, so. When I get there, the next thing you know, I see almost a 10 police car, they coming all over the place, talking about say
Yep.
somebody say you get gun in your car. So I had to lay down on the floor for another 30
You
minutes
kidding?
while they search my car looking for a gun. So the policeman asked me, the policeman said, then what you doing here at 2 o'clock in the morning? I said, I came to be asked. Well, you excuse my friend, but I came to now get some whipping. He said, no, somebody call and say you got gun. So be careful with the people you got in your
Oh
camp. No
wow.
people deeper problem if you don't know what you're doing. So that is the same thing. Don't feed into all the little stunt that you're trying to get famous. You still gotta keep clear how with people. Always be you. Keep clear how with people. If you come in the music industry and all these beefing things and small problem, it will create problems for you in the long run because there's bigger heads than are sitting behind the table and watching. When it reach to them, will say, no, that man was scared of that man. I learned that from my own, I'm saying I learned it from my own situation. I'm just talking through my own situation, what I've been through in the music industry. And I ain't got time for it no more. When you reach certain age now, you get old. That you gotta fall back. But be careful because a lot of people come into the game here and think he said that fighting someone or beefing with someone on Facebook will make your music blow. But you don't know where you'll see that person here anyway.
Now you're right.
It can be 10 years, 20 years. The situation you're talking about, you don't forget now. We don't want to declare war with Nigerian people. We don't want to declare war with Ghanaian people. We don't want to declare war with nobody. If it's a healthy situation are going on for a good benefit and for it to benefit what's his name, Jacino, or whatever that names are, to benefit them is good. But you don't turn it into a war. It shouldn't be a
Yeah.
war because we still gotta go there to tap into that fan base. they still got to come to us to tap into our fan base. We got different nationality come here every day to the studio. We got white people, black people, Haitian, Nigerians, everybody, because we don't want to create that energy to say, oh yeah, we're beefing with them. No, we're not ready for that yet. We want one network.
But when you
Okay.
beef, when you beef with those people, I mean, come on, what good is it doing you? I mean, at the end of the day,
It's
you have to
not.
understand.
It's just for
You
the.
are looking at a you are looking at a market from
It's a
marketing
bigger market.
standpoint.
Yeah, it's a
These people
bigger
have a bigger
market.
market, and that's not giving it a right to disrespect you though. But what you got to understand is not every comment or not every utterance will mean degrading to you, because at the end of the day, these folks, like for example, the situation with Jazina right now, and like I said earlier, when Jazina responded, he was chilling, like he was having fun responding to this, to this stuff. So maybe you understand what he's gained from it, because these have created some publicity for him. So his approach is different. You know,
Mhm.
we have to always look at things from a very different perspective. If this man saying things about my mother or my father, do I come online and and attack him? No, that would not even look professional on my part. If that man
Yeah,
saying, "Oh, I blew up by mistake," oh yeah, let the world listen to him saying what he's saying, and let the world be the judge. Did I blow up by mistake? I don't think so. Because if you
and
say I
and,
blew up
and,
by
and
mistake,
to
that
a
means
point.
every in this word I blew up, I mean they blew up by mistake. So people who understand, who have wisdom, will understand what he said. I think he didn't mean to say it in that way, but it just came out.
It just
Yeah,
came
but to
out.
a point, Prince.
Yeah,
Let's go to reality. Sometimes
right.
some song you make that you put your all in, you don't go nowhere.
But it's still not mistake though.
Yeah,
But
but what I'm saying is that
Victor,
eh?
let me you be talking marijuana. Let me tell you something about Jama. When you smoke that thing, you be
Making sense of
floating.
things.
When words coming out of your mouth, and you coming outside, you're floating. You know what I'm saying? That it happen. You know what I'm saying? You can go out there cloud 9, cloud 10, whatever what going on. So sometimes, I don't think he really meant to,
No, he
Yeah.
didn't. He didn't mean it that way. And I think he
And,
has
Nah,
played.
and
He
see,
has played.
hold on.
nah. I don't know where you're going with this about he didn't mean it that way, this, that. These people were just having a conversation. He just didn't know it was going to, people are going to react to it like that. It's not like that. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so
He
we
No,
didn't know
promote.
people are going to
T.
react to it like that. But
No, T. What I'm
Librarians right
saying.
now,
Right.
Let me learn, please. Librarians right now, we are being very sensitive on what our artists are doing. Like most of the ones that tap in, the ones that trending for the time being. So yeah, so that's just it.
I mean, like.
Okay, let me play it. Let me play it so I
I
can
mean,
hear
like.
it, right? Let me play it.
Man, all over
One
we.
second. One second. Coming up. Okay.
Afrobeat very sad. Now if you want to blow, you could blow by mistake.
That's
Now by mistake you blow. It's not intentional anymore. There's no clear path. If you just say your song, just blow on the TikTok. Carry another, you know say I be complete man, yeah. Then you don't turn out. Oh, butter my bread. Yeah. We like this small little country where we just get less than 1.2 million people
yeah, you know
on
the
the
man.
internet. 1 million, yeah, 120 some more million people on the internet. They still getting the talk about oh yeah, we laugh. They not see it. I play this so small.
I think Jesino used like somebody said down here, Tower G. He used that thing to promote his song. I don't think Jason was really very mad at this guy.
Yo, Victor.
Yes.
Let me say this real quick.
Uh-huh.
If you listen to that interview in the studio, now what
Mhm.
T is saying though, I know everybody gonna interpret it different. We all
Mhm.
have our own way of seeing or hearing it and interpreting it. Now I could say a song just came out from my studio, or maybe Alex would say his song just came out from the studio, and by mistake it just blew up. Now, by he's saying by mistake it just blew up, does that mean it's a mistake? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying
Exactly.
what he said
Yeah.
makes
It
sense,
was
but the
a
way he
mistake.
said it,
Shit.
you know what I mean? Like people
Shit.
will say, okay, I didn't expect the song to blow. Now, every song that we produce, like you an artist,
Mm.
everybody here is an artist. So every song that we produce, sometimes there will be one song amongst all your songs that will be a hit.
And the one you put your everything in, so now it don't be like,
It's not. It don't even go anywhere. The one you feel like will blow will not blow. Now the one you least expect to blow is the one. That, so maybe that's why he tried to, but he did not. He did
yeah,
not.
put it in
You
the
know,
right way.
articulate well to say, okay, this song they got, and he sang the song. You heard the man singing the song.
Very
It's not like he
nicely.
was dancing. Jazino say, okay, the song is that. The man is a fan of Jazino. The man loved the brother. So he said, oh, this song, you know, sometimes you make a song, it will be about messing the song. And maybe remember the English what we're speaking tonight is enough for us. So when we're speaking the English, we gotta be very well, we gotta be very, we gotta understand that
So
everything we say sometimes it may not mean what you say. What do you it may not come out as translated what you mean. You know what I'm trying to say? So his utterances of what he said about Jazino's Bother My Bread could mean, okay, maybe it was just something that we did not expect this song to just blow like that. But it did, you know.
Right.
yeah,
That's what he
mistakenly.
meant.
Okay,
I,
so
I
So
don't.
it
I,
did.
I,
That's
Ellis Green, what
my
you gotta say?
interpretation. That's my interpretation.
Okay,
I mean,
Ellis.
everybody will have their own interpretation.
Okay.
I also don't think. I mean, I didn't really listen to the full story. I don't really follow what's the name like that. But anyway, the little I heard, I don't think it was questioning his artistry.
Yeah.
I don't think it was questioning the artistry of what's his name, because the proof is always in the pudding, regardless of what somebody says. The proof of what you do as an artist speaks for you.
Mhm.
It's not from a song. Like there's this song that says, "This year, blessings,
Yeah.
testimony, gotta follow." I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys have heard that song
Yeah.
before.
We heard it
Mm-hmm.
before. Yeah.
The boy who produced that song and the artist, as a matter of fact, I was having a conversation with him, and he was telling me, he said, "Bro, will you imagine? We were actually just playing fun." He said, we're just joking around." And
Exactly.
he said, "We just did the first thing, they put it on TikTok." He told me the person who produced it. He said, "We're actually messing around in the studio because he and Victor they live close by one another." He said, "I have they recorded 5 minutes, posted it on TikTok, and that thing went wild."
It
There you
wasn't.
go.
That
Yeah.
particular song, I think is one of the most played songs, both
Mm-hmm.
secular and gospel.
On TikTok.
It's
Mm-hmm.
one of
Yeah.
the most played songs right now in the world.
I think I saw like
And
two to
so,
three. I think 2 minute song. It's not
yeah,
that long.
and it's a simple it's a simple declaration they're making. But
Mm-hmm.
for the whole thing the day was, like I said, it was just something simple. And I was asking him, like, "You really sure you didn't put work?" He said, "Bro, we didn't put no work into this song at all. No work. We're just some fun." Because of that, they have different version of that song now. Now they
Yeah,
have to
everybody's singing it
now go
differently.
back to the studio now and really put the work between, because the people already think they're accepting the song all over the world.
And then I put
So
Swahili and all. I heard the version.
everywhere. So like Prince was saying, the different factors that could play. Maybe you were just saying something out of conversation and did not mean it like that. Because if he meant it that way, then it means that you were questioning Jazino artistry. And I don't think you can question that, because you can tell me that he's more talented than Jazino. It doesn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Because if you say that
But
Jazino just
Alex,
produced a
you
song,
who speaking right now, have you done some couple of songs and they are telling song your mouth wasn't on it, but people like it more? Does it happen? Has it happened to you before?
I went to Liberia. I was in Liberia for a couple of days. There's a song that I ain't finished writing yet.
Mm-hmm.
The song "I will follow." I just sang the first two lines in the
Mm-hmm.
church. The moment I opened my mouth, the whole church everybody started singing the song.
Thank you.
I don't put a song on you. I don't do nothing. Yo. And one of those times I was just messing up. I was just messing around. But almost like everybody want that song. And I'm like, wait, are you serious? They want to really take my time to really write
Mm-hmm.
up people they. But anyway, I think that's just music. There are times
Mm-hmm.
that we as artists make songs for us. There are songs that we make songs. There are times that we make songs for the musicians, especially for some other into the live music. And
Mm-hmm.
they are the worst people because they don't even say bad music. And there are songs that you make for the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Most times, the listeners are the ones that take your song and that make you make money. So it just come back to us having the wisdom to again know what kind of songs. But like you said, man, there are songs that you do you just playing fun. And the
Yeah,
whole of that thing just go wild.
that's it.
Go
Okay,
wild.
so I want to say thank you for everybody. The last question before for the night is that when you produce a song, right? How long do you have to produce it? I mean, how long do you have to push this song? to the fullest before you can go to studio. Because sometimes we see there's a fun song that artists will drop and everybody be jumping on the go look blue. They run out the studio they go do one ugly one I can't give you one up. It happened that way. So how long a song should last before you can go back to the studio and do another one? Like if you do a good single and look at what Jason did his song. So that's some point. I was gonna make one more they're gonna bring one ugly one and put it there. Then you see you kill the whole vibe. So how long when you record a song, how long does it last before you go back to the studio to do another single? And to you again, Ellie, we start to no, we start with Flex. No, we're not to you. Flex, we start with you.
Break it into for long. So we'll start with us.
Okay, that's how we peculiar,
Start
Cooper.
for long.
Yeah. How long your song will stay before you record another one?
Well, I would tell you that I really don't have much of a knowledge because I have not been fortunate enough to really promote my own music. So I really don't have much information on that. But if I should assume,
Mm-hmm.
I believe when the music is out, we need to give the music chance to breathe
Thank you.
and be digested in the hearts and the mind of the people. It's not how many songs that an artist is able to produce, but how well the song can inspire the people, the audience. So I have been one of those that have not really taken up the time to actually do real promotion and allow my songs to really breathe. I know there are songs that I did that even you, Victor, have been behind me for the longest, and those are real good songs. Those are great songs. Um, like you regularly said, when we make a song, we have to understand that the song that we make are not actually for us. You know, they are not for us. So you don't make a song because it sounds good, in your hearing. So, having said that, I would say to you that I really don't have much of an information idea on that. But if I should assume, I would say if you put a song, give it the maximum of 2 years to really promote the song and allow the song to really breathe. It's just my own assumption. I don't have much knowledge on it because I have not really had the time to really promote my own work, which of course it should be something that every artist, whether you are a gospel musician or whether you are a secular musician, we all need to understand that it is not about competition. It is not about how fast or how well you can write. It is allowing the song to inspire the audience. Give the song a chance
Mm-hmm.
to
Okay.
inspire the people that are listening to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. So, Tower, what do you think? How long we should keep this song?
Well, according to the expert, they said there is no specific set timing for how long you should promote a song. There's no timing. Um, but the thing is, it depends what kind of song you got.
Mm-hmm.
Is the song a hit song?
I'm talking about his song. I'm saying
What are you
regular
talking
song.
about? Yeah,
Song that
okay, okay,
popping from your camp.
not any song.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say,
Mm-hmm.
as long as that song bringing me more numbers, it's giving more calls, like people demanding for that song more.
Mm-hmm.
I would. And you asked that question the last time I was here on Sunday. Then I went and started doing some research,
Mm-hmm.
and you were saying some real juicy thing there that yeah, you should hold it small
Mm-hmm.
because there's quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
We can release 100 song, 100 song, and that one song will still perform. If that song is good, will still perform more than the 99 song you now release.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say there's no specific set time.
Mm-hmm.
So try at least for now. Try to take
Yeah,
your time
but
and
give her
study the
time.
song. Give it
Give
room.
her all her time. You
Give
think
it room, and that will help you. That will help you because that next song that you're trying to release right away, if you give it room, waiting for this your hit song to fade away a little bit, You might get more. You might get inspired to write another better song than the one you're about to release right away. Or you could even go back to the studio and do some more work on that song that you're about to release again and stuff like that. See what the quality and stuff that the song that's been trending, what it has that made people love it. And I think that's how you should try to approach the next record. You know what I mean? Because in this day and age, we want to stay trendy. No artist don't want to be trendy because then you're not gonna be making nothing at one point. So that my one and two.
Okay, why? Okay, yeah, you again, Papa.
Well, see, I didn't get a question. I'm sorry.
Oh, the
What
question
is it?
is how long a song should stay training before you can go and record another one?
I would say the top is 2 years.
You have prepared the same line.
Yeah, the top is 2 years.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, cause I mean, if you put out a song, people they're gonna be jamming to it for like maybe 1 or 2 years. I mean, it fit out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's now fading out. If the song is a banger, that song may even be trending forever. You know what I mean? Like, you can't
Mm-hmm.
you can't put like a time on it, but I would say technically maybe 2 years that you put out a new one, which is gonna be also a hit one. I mean, of course, when you put out a new one, it gotta be maybe a little bit better than the first one. So, but I would say
Okay.
2 years. 2 years for me. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, Flex. What do you think?
TT is shaking his head. He said no.
I'm shaking my head.
You'll come back.
But it's okay. It's okay.
When we talking like with the music, like the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's like school.
Yeah.
It's like school. So I remember when I was signed with when I did a joint venture with Convict, they let you know, every label let you know that they have, I think it's four quarter. It's 4 quarters in a year.
Mm-hmm.
So in that 4 quarters in a year, like even at the studio here, I know exactly how much I'm supposed to make in what quarter. Like right now, we're in fourth quarter, right? We're in fourth quarter right now. So right now, people are either preparing for release or getting ready to release.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Like for me, if an artist is a consistent bass artist that just dropping hit, back to back, and they give you that 3 4 months period to get your paperwork right, so it can get in the system, and then it start to generate funds. It's like you can't overwork a machine to a point that you won't understand because your royalties won't come back. That's why they said it like that. I don't know much about it. I have a team here that does that. We even do codings. Like you have people that release music and they didn't do that paperwork. So what we do is we backtrack on that and try to get that full. Like you can do quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. So let's say if you released a song 2 years ago, that's how many quarters? Like eight. It's eight. So you have to go for that individual money from like first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter for 2000. Let's say 2020. Then you go back again 2021, and that's how we do it. So it's fourth quarter. So I think every artist is supposed to drop at least one record every quarter, so
Twice a
that way
quarter, my brother. Break it down. 1 year or say more, 8 months.
it's 4 months in a quarter, 3 months in a quarter, 3 months in a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So you count it from January.
Mm-hmm.
So we in December, we're in fourth quarter already. So every 3 to 4 months, you drop one record and make sure that go in the proper channels, so that way it can bring revenue for you.
There you
There you
go.
go. Like I said, I will have you talk to some few people that are here, but we have meeting about it every time. But it's like school. You can actually Google it and see. You have to drop one song every quarter. Anything else you're doing after that, that why they can say, oh, you
There you
can
go.
see Cardi B drop an album, like 3 4 albums, or a label will sign you and tell you, say, I want like 4 albums from you in a year. That means they want one album every quarter, basically.
There you go.
They're trying to make money off of that. They want to put it in the system to get the proper, money out of it. So you can't rush it. Everything else you drop in around that way you have somebody will do an album and have like 2 hit song or one hit song on that album. That is the main song that they pushing, and then the other song on the album is just for the quarter.
So Flex. So what I'm hearing is we are talking. We're not talking album, right? We're talking a song, right?
Come on, a
Yeah,
hit song.
yeah.
Yeah, the way drive,
So
we'll go find the demon. How long
Okay.
it took
So
before he did that one? That one talking.
no, he just he already
it was a
explained that.
song
But what I'm trying to
called
say, what I'm
I
trying to
did
understand was
Juju
the
before
song
I
and the
did Juju.
album.
Don't
Hmm.
forget now, I came out third quarter. I came out third quarter. I dropped Holy Go Fire. Then I waited. I ride Holy Go Fire. I think for like, even though people were still playing it and liking it, but I had to drop something in 3 months period. And that's how I did Juju. Remember?
Yeah, it's
So
Juju song.
it's we kept going like that with that rhythm. But you have to go with that pattern. That most of the people that come here, some Liberian people can piss me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. So men will come to you and tell you, say, I do music my way. That's how I do it. No, it's a pattern. It's like everything else. It's a menu. Like your driver license. If you go take your driver license, you're not gonna go run off the road and run into a bush because you feel like you want to do it your way. You'll go to jail. It's the same way with music. You know, like once you reach sit down on the label tables, they're gonna ask you those specific questions. What you been doing for first quarter? What you been doing for second quarter? What you been doing for third quarter? What you been doing for fourth quarter? You can tell you say I release 100 songs. If you can't put that in those quarters, then they have to call people like Massive that do codings and stuff, try to get paperwork done and get all the individual songs properly placed in the right place that was supposed to be where you didn't even know what you were doing. So
Hmm.
you gotta follow the it's like a menu stuff. But we got people
Okay.
here who do like
But
R&B
all
artists.
that one that you talking about label there now.
No, it's not just label, it's just for that a lot of artists now, it's not even
Yeah,
only
Mingo. The same method the label use, an independent artist supposed to use that. I mean, you have to do that.
that's what I'm trying to
Okay.
say.
You know, you have, unless then you don't know the business. You just throwing song out
Yeah,
there and just go and just go. Remember, you said one time there's certain Liberian artist song when you try to play on Facebook,
Mhm.
the people can want block your
Yeah,
page.
copyright. Yeah.
So just know that those artists are placing their record the right way for them to benefit from it. That's all.
yeah,
Not like, oh,
oh,
they
very
they
right.
they are they're too good of an artist that they don't want anybody to play with their song. They just want each small thing from it. What are that 10 cent, 20 cent coming in a
Yeah.
quarter? Because the quarter flex talking about that 3 month period, you will actually know how your record is performing,
And they will
how
give
that
you
hit record is performing through that 3 month period. Because
yeah.
that number that come into your lay account that you sending transferring your money to your bank account, if it can buy you gas for your car, you know something going on, you know what I'm saying? That's what I
Okay.
wanted to.
Okay, Alex.
I mean, what's the name? What Flex said, that's actually the timing. But right, we were supposed to release new music every quarter.
Hmm.
Every quarter you're supposed, and that's 3 months. The year has 4 quarters. That's 3 months. You're supposed to release new music. Now, that is the right way. But there's a little bit of exception that has been happening over the time. And I've been
Hmm.
taking key notice with that. The exception has been for independent artists. And the reason I say so is because those independent artists, they're using their YouTube sales, their iTunes sales, their Spotify sales, their concerts to make money. That's what they're living off of that.
Hmm.
Besides just the thing that come in. And so because of that, you see some of them putting at least 2 songs in a quarter. Because every time they put a song out, the first million view they got on that YouTube, that good money coming up.
Too
The
easy.
first Spotify million, they got good stuff coming up. So they are now using that as the way to really get something coming in the pocket. But the
Hmm.
realistic way, and the reason why I know this is because I was actually working with a PR that was supposed to have the songs on the radio. The
Hmm.
radio tells you the minimum you're supposed to have your song play is per quarter. You're supposed to pay them to play that song on the radio per quarter. And every quarter, you're supposed to release a new song because
Jesus.
that keeps you every quarter. You're supposed to release, whether it's a new, you're supposed to release something new. Now, talking about whether it is a banger or so, what
Hmm.
makes a song a hit song is the listeners. It's not even you, the artist.
Thank you.
It's not what you think. Because if the song start to play on those various platforms, It's the listeners that make that song a hit song. Because once they start to request for the continual play of that song, everything you listen to, music is everything you listen to music, whether you don't like it,
So just
it
talking your
goes
ear.
inside you, it's stuck inside of you. And
Hmm.
by that, it makes it a hit record. There are
Wow.
some songs that you don't want to listen to, you don't want to hear at
But
all.
you play
But the
every
more you
day.
hear it, the
You
more
fall
you
in love.
hear it, you start to fall in love with it. And that's so the moment that 3 months passes, the moment it gets over, you start see that the people start themselves start calling the radio station to request for those songs to start being played. So at that point now, it going to infinity. There's songs that were produced since 1990, whatever time. You're still playing it to this day. So there's no end time to that. What I know is, like Flex said, is per quarter. It's per quarter. And what makes a song a hit song is the people that listen to it. Because at the end of the day, they fall in love with it, they will request it, they will want it every now and then. And by that, it makes it a hit song. So you could put up a song 3 months, a month before, and later on, you thought that song was a hit song. The next song you put out, based on the reception it gets, it becomes even better better than what you just put out. So, in my opinion, I feel like a hit song is determined by the people that accept the song. It's not about what you as an artist feel like. If this song is supposed to be a hit song, there's a song that we say, like we're saying, there's a song that you say is a hit song that's not even a hit song.
Hmm.
You can have 100 songs on an album. There could be one song that
One,
somebody
one,
would just
one,
love.
one better one. You don't put nothing in it. I want poking one.
Does Liberian artists does Liberian artists actually do listening sessions?
And I've never I've listened to one or two Liberian artists talk about listening section. I have got good
Like
friends that talk about
like
listening. But by
what
right,
we ready
Yeah, we gotta do that.
what we ready to here. We've been doing that for the last year. We bring like artists that want to, you know, we bring PRs, we bring labels, we bring people that understand music, and we sit
right,
down and then we filter. Cause I got artists that have like almost 60 songs. It's so annoying, and they believe in every single one of that song. But it's not like you say your audience. So, but your audience have to have ears also. You know, your first audience always have to have ears. So even if it's a group 10, sometimes we have like 20, 30 people in here. We're drinking and we're just listening to your whole album, sit down and just go through the whole stuff and filter and everybody write that number down, track one, track two. I like track three. I don't like track four. And then we go and see how everybody rate their own. Then we start again. We pick all the good one that
right,
everybody like. So
right,
if Liberian
right.
artists ready start doing that, and start being scared. Oh, the person can me take my song. That's where the problem can start from. The person can me take my song. If I play my song to the
Ok, ma
person,
son
will
est
play my
pas.
song. But they don't understand yet. If you have your paperwork right and you either sign with a BMI or you sign as a writer, you got all your paperwork right, you don't have to worry about that. It's not about you going to your friend's basement. You got your files. You have stuff to prove that this is my record. I wish somebody can see something from me. Honestly, the type of lawyers I
Mhm.
have, I rather wish somebody can see something from me, so I can actually show them the industry. But I don't want to be on that side. But it coming down to the business. If we really want the music to grow, we gotta understand the business. It's not just I do a hit song, everybody know me. Even the artists need to know the business that the problem they can for something. You have
True.
somebody that know your whole entire business and you walking behind the person can destroy you anytime they want.
Yep,
They can destroy
that's
you
true.
anytime. Whatever, you can go and change your password to your Facebook, change your password to your Instagram, go on your BMI, start collecting funds. I'm not gonna call no names. I swear to God. I was working with this engineer. This dude never one day ever play a key in his life, or even sit down and say I'm making beats. But there's a lot of popular songs that a lot of people know in this country. But this guy never ever sat in a studio one day to say he making beats. He was hiring. He created a label, hiring producers from different countries. They're making beats. Then it's sending him the beats. He's sending there like $200. To them, it's big money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got $200. Send him something. Send me $200. But they didn't understand that this dude
I
was
think I,
getting money
I
on.
think I kind of know who you're talking about.
I'm not gonna leave me alone. You're not gonna
Well,
fucking-
let me, Flair, 1 second. Let me recognize Nima Bird. Nima Bread watching. Nima Bread, what's up? I know you're coming here soon. You'll be coming anytime soon. Go ahead, Flex.
Yeah, so one day this dude travel out of the country and say I'm going to Europe. He said, "Can you go pick up my mails and stuff and go deposit some check for me?" I went to this dude house. I opened the mailbox. Going to go deposit a check. I seen like artist names. I mean, big names, big names. I'm seeing artist names saying say producer, and I said, "Who is the producer?" I look on the knee. I see the knee, but they may not even know how to hold a guitar or even play a piano, and I don't even know how to record. How is this guy doing it? You know, so as long as you have your business right, just stop focusing on this hit. Somebody can have the worst, it can be the worst artist ever in the world. So don't you have his business paperwork together? He let $2, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents going in your account. He will always be ahead of you.
Yep.
People, you know, people, oh yeah, it's a big song, it's a big song.
But you're
Like
not
brand
making
people,
5 cents.
you're not making 5 cents out of it. Why would you want to live your life like that if you say this is what you want to do as an artist? Like it's a passion for you. This is what you love to do. You eat, you breathe, you sleep music. You don't know it's annoying when you have family. You have to take time for your family and go sit down and say you're making music 7 hours, 8 hours a day. And then when you come home, everybody dance to it. If you don't get show to go sit down to go say you performing for somebody's birthday party, or that's why the Liberian artists then get disrespected. And meanwhile, me by that, I don't want to be no disrespectful or anything. But I went against us calling you to baby shower, to
Mm-hmm.
go stand in front of people and go dance on stage. Now you on stage in the middle of baby shower. That don't make no sense at all. You know,
Hey,
if
Prince
you
Shamon,
get
what's
your
up?
paperwork right and you're ready making money from it, somebody call you can't stay for a baby shower, they can't dance for me, they're not giving you the right amount, you will not go. Because you know you can make that money in 3 months time once your check come in. You know, so it's just we gotta learn the business. We really gotta sit down and study the business and learn the business. It's not about promotion, just that, this, that. You gotta know it as an artist yourself. So nobody can play you. The people taking other people revenue. They be in Atlanta, yeah, trying to run it right, shooting each other left and right for royalties. Because they realize somebody play them. And the label then catch most of the people in the catching them on a 360 deal. It's a 360, right? They catching it on a 360 deal. And on 360 deal, you don't own nothing. If somebody gave you car today, you and that person, you and that label own that car, or you and that person that you sign with on a 360 deal, both of you own that car.
You kidding?
Flex
That's a
is
No,
lot of
speaking facts, man.
it's
Flex
really
is speaking facts.
it's really funny because I have talked to a lot, especially the gospel artists. I've talked to a lot of gospel artists in the community, and I realized that people are so that there's too many novice about the music. Too many people that don't know what they're doing. Too many of them, and it's really affecting them in one ways than in more ways than one, man. Like you got to understand the business. You got to understand this thing. Music is a mathematics. You got to calculate. You got to know why you're doing this thing. Now, see, a lot of us do not know this thing, and it just kind of just it just making us just stuck in one place, just stuck in one box. There's a lot of gifted people. There's a lot of gifted people who can really sing, but lack of knowledge, the people perish, man. You got to pray for
Yeah,
knowledge.
And
and the one
I
thing.
think Victor, to
Mhm.
ans- to River says pros question, everything as Fleck just said, I think answer. Now, if you're listening, River says pro. His question is, what are some of the main problems facing the Liberian entertainment industry? Why are we not having the same global recognition and audiences as our Ghanaian and Nigerian counterparts? That answers the question because the business side of things is not being adhered to. You know, people just want to do music. And I think it's because they are passionate about, the music they can sing. When they were growing up in the church, they put you can sing. Well, yeah, I can sing. And then you go out there and start singing. So you sing for anybody, anywhere, anytime. But you're not taking your artistry, you're not taking it serious, you're not concentrating on the business side of things. So then of course you're not really making money. You're not really getting
And
the benefit from your art. You're not really getting, and then there are people who are benefiting from it.
yes,
Radio stations and other people that are playing your music, they are benefiting from it, but you are not because you don't understand the business. And I think that's what Flex is he's explaining, and it's very important that we have people who are in the industry, especially our Liberian industry, be it gospel or secular. It's always good to have people who understand the business come on these shows, these platforms, to explain to our our younger generation, even even the older ones who don't understand the business, because there are still people within our industry, in the gospel industry, the
That's true,
secular
man. A
industry,
lot of
that
open I don't
still
know.
don't understand the business. Why are some of these other brothers and sisters flourishing in the business in other parts of the world, and we are not? What make them different from us? The Niger,
Okay.
I mean, I know the Nigerian, they have a big market, but why are they, excelling and we are not?
I
Why did
think
the end excel and we're not? So
Prince, let me come on. All right. I think
Can
one
I
of the
say
things.
something, Victor?
Yeah, go ahead, particular.
I mean, all of these points are very, 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 very great points.
Hmm.
But one thing I think we are leaving out is actually the manner in which artists conduct themselves. You may have all the mathematical skills and all the technical know-how when it comes to the financial aspect of music. But when you don't conduct yourself right, when you don't carry yourself in a professional manner, ain't nobody gonna take you serious. When you consider yourself to be a joke, ain't nobody gonna take you serious either. Now, there are a lot of us artists that is very irresponsible. I don't care whether they have management or manager or if they know the business aspect of music. Most artists are very irresponsible. And because of that, people do not take us serious when it comes to us as Liberian artists. We have to realize that you should be your very first promoter. You should be able to sell yourself. Unless you conduct yourself right, ain't nobody going to take you serious. I don't know if I'm making sense, but this is something that is very serious in our community and it has to be addressed. I see the management aspect of music. I see the technical know how of music. But I think one thing we have to put into perspective, and if we have to, if people that have the idea can conduct a global seminar among Liberian musicians, both gospel and secular musicians.
She went off.
But
Okay.
if we must be real here on this platform tonight, if somebody have to leave from on this platform tonight, we want to take a deep inventory of ourselves.
Mhm.
Uh, have we conducted ourselves right for people to take us serious?
Okay.
For people to believe in the music that we want them to buy? Do we believe in our own music?
Thank you.
Do we actually believe in our own music? Do we believe in ourselves? Do we think we have what it takes to get out there? These are the things I think we need to really really tackle. Just to buttress over the management aspect and the mathematical skills when it comes to music and how to get out there, because you may find someone that try to get out there and their character bring them right back to the same place.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So let me come in. Oh, I think one of the things we lack as a Liberian artist, we don't have the idea on the business part. All we want to go to studio and record, do video, drop it on YouTube, we tell them about, yeah. I mean, how many views? But if you now you get no pay, and I even monetize. So if we start learning the business part of our music and know what you're doing, you will not lose. When I tell you, my son, he's 16, just turned 17. His screen on, he makes lots of money. About me 80 20,000 a week. because on the mainstream he followed the steps. He got a music lawyer, and they're leading him to the right place so he make a lot of money. Because while he's into the business, so like this show we are having, right? Though and we are going like maybe like uh 6 months into this, we'll come to a point where we say, gentlemen, we have been talking Liberian music or Liberian entertainment. What can we do to follow some of these things to start making money? So those of us that know it will bring you here, or if you got a label that we all can follow to start making money, then a lot of things will be cut down. But we don't know the way. That's why a lot of people, some people, even they are rude, their ways make that music don't go nowhere. But still, when they get on that mad, they still making mad. But if you can show the way flex, the way you know, the way you explain this, if you can create something to show Liberian artists the way how to make money, yeah, you will see a lot of people will work real harder. But sometimes you made a song, it's just popular, all you get is fame, popularity. That's all we got. And after that, you go to studio, you crying. I know people baking you up. When I get 200, let me go pay myself for studio. Your first also bringing you money. So Flex, I want to appreciate it for the knowledge you have, but end of the day, like we'll go 6 months into the program, like I'm saying, we'll bring you here. We know the business part to teach us or create something that other can follow.
Victor,
Yes.
um, I wanted to just stay quiet, but I'm just gonna say this quick. I appreciate you guys bringing me here to have conversation.
Mhm.
Been a while since we all talk,
Miss
especially
Cooper, please mute your mic.
I'm so sorry, people.
Yeah, yeah,
even
we're not
Just
sorry.
mute your mic.
It
even
was
my
something
man,
done.
even my man, that Taoji, me and Taoji go back almost 15 years.
Mhm.
The people already thought it when I came in the industry, I just jumped out of that. Taoji was there from my beginning, and so he understand where I come from sometimes. It's been a while since we all been separated, but the roots is still there. You can understand somebody from the roots and where they grew up from.
Mhm.
And this why I want to say, the reason Nigerian artists is actually making it is because the difference between Liberian artists and Nigerian artists, from my point of view, and from a lot of people that I work with, seeing it, is uh, a Liberian person will rather sign with somebody that nobody know, but they
Mhm.
get money. But
Yeah, is it the own
a, Ni-
label?
a Nigerian man will not sign with somebody that get money. You know who they sign with? They will
Mm-mm.
sign with a federal artist. Think about it. All the great Nigerian artists, then they all honor each other. If you think about the Young Money situation, they all honor each other. Drake and who else? You got Don Jazzy. All the beginning you're talking about, yeah, they all honor artists. And what that does, it create a bond that these are people that just focus on music. In Liberia, when somebody that not doing music decide and say, I will take you and say, I want to make you my artist. And then that you start getting shine in the community. That man take you around his girlfriend her 1 or 2 times. He's scared of you. He's scared of you because it's a competition not based on your popularity. It's not even based on your pocket no more. It's just who you are as a person. That's why business always don't go straight when it comes to Liberian artists and working. They need to team up. If Jay-Zino is doing good, he should start picking up other artists and putting them underneath him. So when he goes to show, he will always get a show. When he go to show, he can take those artists with him so they can have that same platform that he have. That's how he get bigger, and that's what the Nigerians been doing. They all going together. Like what his name, Olamide. Olamide haven't even been on stage for the last probably a year. But he been to every single shows you can possibly think about because who Ashake like artist, right? He have to be there. Even if he opening it, he makes sure everybody how they doing it. They're bringing each other in one by one. They're not waiting for somebody that got money that ain't got nothing to do with music. So can say, Kanye, let me can help you out. Sometimes the struggle is tough. You say, oh, the person ain't got too much money for me. They're doing music, they focus on ourselves. But we, the leaders, too, have to focus on that. If we have that platform, we give it. When the iron hot, you bend it. You don't wait for it to get cold and you're trying to bend it. It's not the right time. It's time for Liberian artists to unite, work underneath each other. Not because this person, the person do music, you do music, so you can't work for this person, or the person can't be your boss. That's not what the person have the same passion that you have. If I'm an artist, you are an artist. If I wake up in the morning, I want to record a song. We both want to start doing that song, and we can start putting ideas together. But if your investor way in China, you don't know nothing about music, or he's sitting there right next to you, what can you ask him to help you with?
Okay.
It's a team thing. We just need to work together. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. The Liberian artists, they need to start going underneath each other, then stop waiting for somebody to come pick you up and put money in your pocket and tell you say they gave you the biggest dream. Then after 2-3 months, you'll break up. And most of the 95% of the time, that woman been it. It never have anything to do with anything that makes sense.
Period.
My
Okay,
my
Flex.
man,
We
hold on a
we
second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
we about to close down. So.
Let me respond to what Flex said. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
add on it. I don't want to debunk Flex because we're not debating on anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
But brother, you yourself, within this day and age, we as Liberian, everybody here can attest to it. We as people that a lot of us have jealous spirit, envy spirit. You don't want to. Some of them don't want to come and take a young artist, and the first thing they will say, that man won't take my shine. That man won't take my shine. That man won't take my shine. That's the only reason why it's not happening. But
I'll
you
make
can
it take
you can be an
time.
artist. You don't have to have all the millions, all the $billions as a top artist to bring another artist on your side for everybody to fight it. But that's the only reason why it's not happening. People are in their feelings. They say, oh, when the man made one song and his song found by my own of his song, the man are PRT now, the man will take my shot. That's just my one or two.
I
Okay.
agree, but it
Okay.
comes
We'll
down
come
to the
back there.
paper. It
Mm-hmm.
comes down to the paperwork. If you get your paperwork right, even that man can't take your shine. You still making something out of it. So what you there for?
See? You see?
All right,
Yeah.
wait for Priscilla there to give her final message. Priscilla, I think she attended to it.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, we all closing now. So give final message. What did you learn today, or what message can you leave with someone today? Either or.
No, I'm here. I'm right here.
You know what we're saying?
I'm
We are
here.
Priscilla. Are you listening?
I am right here, Victor. I'm
Okay,
here.
okay. 1 minute, right? Uh, Miss Zona came on because I heard something. You want to say it quickly before we close because he's a musician as well. Miss Zona, go ahead.
You know what? I mean, go ahead, and then when you're doing the closing statements, I'll just
Mhm.
say something then.
No,
But
say it now before we close.
You can't
okay,
let you want to control our show, yeah.
oh man, I'll move from there, man.
Go ahead, Chief.
No, I crashed our show last week, but anyways,
You did on Monday. It's not before
yeah,
yet.
on Monday, right? Yeah. But everybody, my name is Mizonic. I've been in music for a little while. Actually, I started doing it professionally since 2005. Started doing hip hop, but right now the focus is Afrobeat, and that's where I'm at. But you guys were talking about like the releasing of music right now. Right now is a little bit it's a tricky time because even the labels, they're not really understanding what's happening with music. Like old songs are kind of taking off on TikTok and stuff and making more money for the labels, and they're not even really getting what's happening. But the structure, like Flex was right about the structure as far as the 3 months period to release a song. If
Mhm.
you have your independent label or you're an independent artist, it's good to release songs, at least 4 songs a year. But you can also test the market. You release songs and test it out and see how people gravitate towards it. Because if it's not good, then you can say, you know what, we tested this song, we could go ahead and try another one. You know, the more you do that, you would kind of figure out which songs would stand out more and which songs people will gravitate to, that you would know for sure, okay, this song, everybody is feeling this song, so maybe I should spend a budget to do a video for this particular track. So basically that's how it's ran right now. I mean, but everything now with the labels and industry is all testing out, because you're not even sure what's going to happen when you put out a song. So you have to kind of test it out to see how it's going to be. But as far as structure, it's good to do 4 songs a year. If you're doing an album, sometimes you could do a whole album and your team can kind of decide, okay, this will be the first single, so we'll push it for 3 to 6 months. The next one, we can focus on the next one. We'll focus on the other one after that. You know, if you have an album out. If you don't have an album, do your 3, 4 songs a year. Test some, see how it goes. The one that give people more feedback towards the label or you as an artist, you can focus more to put more promotional dollars into those. So I just wanted to add that to your discussion.
Great. Thank you for that great
Thank
idea.
you, boss.
No
Thank
problem.
you, Mozale. Long time. Hope you've been good, my dad.
Yeah, thanks. What's up, my man?
Yeah, Mozale help me. What people were you help me? What people were
I
one time?
come check out your studio, bro. I really,
So anytime about data,
yeah.
Okay, you're doing the regular music. Um,
to the regular
um,
music.
yeah, the regular song. We like the gospel artists. We are coming together in August. We're gonna have a 3 day retreat because we don't know the business part of most gospel music. Like Ellis, he got idea, but most of the gospel I don't have. You don't know the business part of their music. So we're having a 3 day retreat in Philadelphia, August 9, 10, 11 of next year. And we'll have music lawyer, we'll have immigration, someone will come from immigration to speak to us how to file for family. We'll have life insurance, people will come and speak to us. Is some of you guys good at the business part of how you can get your music on various platforms to start making money? If somebody here can tell us, or I can be part of that show and help you, go going to have a workshop. So we need every little thing because sometimes we are blind, we're just doing it, but we don't know where we are heading to. So we are praying that as we come here more often and we see people that are really good at certain things, definitely we're going to invite you to the 3 day Liberian all gospel retreat that coming up in August. So Priscilla will come back, but we're gonna start with Prince Way, your departing statement, and if you learn something yeah, or what you can leave with someone.
Well, I want to say thank you so much, Victor, once again for having us on this show.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, these topics are very interesting and very educational. We have to engage in these conversations every now and then.
Mhm.
At least that way, it will help our industry grow. We're not growing because we're not talking about these things, And if we're not talking about these things, we will not learn. Because it seems like every one of us understand one thing, and that is, I know what I'm doing. I understand. They can't tell me this. So
Mhm.
you go up with your thing because you understand it the way you understand it. So you do it the way you know how to do it. Nobody else should tell you anything. And that's what's happening, and that's what's been happening in our industry. So in order for us to grow, we need other outsiders to come and tell us how they've done it and what made them to succeed in what they did. So to everything there's a blueprint, you know, just like most of you have said on this show tonight. So we have to learn these things. I mean, and I want to leave these departing words with you, our artists. You know, being united is one thing. Supporting each other is another thing. Okay, we hear this song every now and then. Oh, they put Liberian Poken Soporto. Liberian Poken Soporto.
Mhm.
Yeah, like, people can support, but Liberian people want to support the right thing though. You know what I mean? So if you prepare yourself right, if you structure yourself right, Liberian people have no other choice but to support you. Why you think everybody is now dancing to Jazino? Why you think everybody is dancing to other artists who have prepared themselves and are doing well? It's because of the way they structure themselves. So, like Ms. Zanuck said, you structure. Everything has to do with structure. Everything has to do with structure. I believe, and I'm not going to take too much of your time, guys. I believe the reason why Jazino is excelling right now is because he figured out get a good team, people who will work with you and put you out there. So that you just do the music, just focus on your music, do good music. We on this side as a team will put you. I will do what we can do to, promote your music. And I think everybody has a role to play. Flex is in his studio right now. He got boys over there who everyone has their own role to play in that record label, right? So that's how you
Exactly.
do it. One finger cannot pick a loose. One finger cannot do it. We can't just sit here and say, okay, we know it all, and then we just expect the word to buy into what we giving them. If he's selling me trash, I'm not gonna buy it because that's how you look at it, and that's not how everybody look at it. So I want to say thank you again, Victor, for giving us this chance and opportunity. Our industry have to grow. Like it starts from home. Liberia right now, we don't have the education, and that's why we are struggling. The education is not there. Thank God for social media. We have social media right now to educate thousands of people. So I don't know how many people watching this live tonight, but if they are watching this live tonight, they learn from something from here. They
Yeah.
learn from Flex tonight. They learn from T. They learn from Alex. They learn from Zanik. They're learning from you, Victor. So that's
Mhm.
how we do it. Nobody calls him my cause here though, and that's another thing we have really don't understand. You have to be able to distinguish and separate the bad apples from the good ones, so you can take in what you think will feed your enthusiasm, to feed your aspirations, and to feed your craft. Because if you're just taking everything that bad, man, people you always be putting out bad things. So I want to say thank you, and I want to give a shout out to my artist tonight, Nima Burr. I don't know if you guys understand who Nima Burr is, but she's a legend. These are people who paved the way for all of you guys here. We have to start giving them their flowers. I mean, Victor, I know you bring her
Yeah.
on next time, but hey, this lady she's not getting old anytime soon. She's running competition with you. Flex, I need you to come and do a little collaboration with a chick, not with my own, a chick. You know what I mean? So
Ooh, I think
Nima Bird.
we did. I think we did a tour in Canada
my
together
man,
once.
we gotta do a collaboration with you. Oh yeah, T, you said we gotta do a collaboration with you. So we wanna rebrand her. We wanna rebrand her. The collabo song. I'm still looking for somebody who will help me with that collabo song. We can rebrand it, put it out for the world. All right. I will leave you guys now. So let's talk again, Victor. Thanks.
Okay, Tower, your departed message, boss.
Man, again, Victor, always, man, I give you applaud for creating such a platform. You
Amen.
know that we can come here and we can share with the fans and our fellow artists on what we are going to do, and people coming back. The last show I went back again, I watched it. So I know people are watching it. People might not be here right now and stuff like that. The numbers might not be as what we want, but hey, there's a start. This is a start. This is a good start. So I appreciate you for this. One, I want to encourage everybody. At least let's share it. When we here have different devices with you, try to share it. So I don't want to come and waste 2 hours of my time here and nobody can see it. Let us see what I'm talking about. So let's just share it. And it will help Victor too. It will help the platform. My man Flex, my boy, you already know. We came from way back. Like you were saying, I was there from the Genesis when you blew right in my eye, right from in Brooklyn Park with that Holy Ghost fire. And we heard the first record, and we know how. And it was Alex was saying when that guy that was just joking around with this one record, and then they had to go back in the studio. That was the same case and story of Flex Holy Ghost fire. That's a record that one little short piece just dropped, and everybody started loving it. Flex said, "Dang, my boy, I make it."
I even know the thing were out. People were calling. Remember
There you go. There you go.
that
He said,
time
"Damn, my boy, I make
DJ
it." But
An DJ An had a platform. He said, "Send it to me. Let me listen to it." The next day, people calling my phone. Man, I like your song. Send it to me. That's what he talking
yeah,
about. So
and the reason the
Yes,
reason
yes,
why,
man. Blow
bro,
up a mistake, again, Flex. Our
That mistake
mistake.
too. That mistake blow up my mistake.
man,
Our
I
mistake,
knew
again.
I
That
knew
was
this
a
guy
good
was going
mistake.
to say something like
That
that.
was a
I
good
knew
mistake.
Prince was going to say something like
That
that.
was a good
I
mistake,
wanted to
though.
say it, but since you are part of it, so why you do I just brought it up.
T, that was a good
Yeah.
mistake.
That was
Yeah.
good mistake. That was good mistake. My boss sitting good in ATL right now. That man's
Yeah,
sitting
Mr.
good.
Ready.
When I one song and he's still there helping other artists, other people. And I believe what he was saying for artists, another young artist come on another artist and stuff like that. That's something that's one of his dreams. That's something he want to do. And he trying to
Yeah,
encourage people to open that avenue for another artist that you see struggling. If you look, everybody not on the same level. There's a level to this thing. You
Mhm.
you yeah, another man, yeah. Today you can be there, the other man come back there and stuff
of
like that.
course.
So we just gotta help
100%.
one another as we go back. So one thing before I leave, all right. Again, powerg.com. I have a brand new EP is out there. Keep the culture alive. Powerg.com. It's available on every social platform. So I just want to put that one or two there. For politics,
Nah,
October 10th.
hold on.
To all musicians then that supported all the people then that can't say they want to be president for us. I hope your advocated something good for us that will benefit us. That when they go there, it will help us help our industry because the government too have part to play for our industry to blow. There's something they can put in there in their budget that will help us. Some kind of way it will help us. They can build some kind of arena that will help us. That will go Liberia to go do show. We can use that venue and sell tickets. A nice looking venue that we can do. I hope you did something and vote right. Vote right. Vote for your future. That all I want to say. Me, I
Okay.
already know who winning. Joseph Baga winning. That all I want to say.
Case closed. Okay. Flag.
Yes, sir.
Talk about your studio as well on your closing statement. What you do and so other can come. Those that are watching, and what you learned today, or what best we can do from here.
Um,
It is, man.
we do at ATL Recording Studio. We do audit development. We do mixing, mastering, songwriting sessions. We do listening sessions. My data. See, hold on. That pick me that charger back there. Move my phone can't dial the people. Y'all hold on, y'all. Let me put my phone back on charge on 5%.
Okay. What flash is on?
Okay, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we do listening session, and then what, like you said, you have a platform coming up. What state are you doing that in?
We're doing in Philly. August 9, 10, 11 in Philly. Going to be August next year, where all the Liberian gospel are going to be in one place. We're going to 3 day retreats. So we want those that band head of the game can come and speak to us. That'd be a good thing.
All right, so what I can do, what I can bring to the table for you guys so far. Thank all you guys for coming today. I really appreciate it. Having conversation with you guys, especially my brother Dawa G. It's been a long time. Welcome. At least we talk today more. But for the gospel artists, I think Liberian have a lot of gospel songs that is old, and it was people never make that money off of it that is supposed to make off of it. Meaning that at that time, the Liberian industry, a lot of people didn't know the business and stuff like that,
Hmm.
how to get that revenue from it. But what I would bring to the table is, if you're a Liberian artist, Liberian gospel artist, and you release a record, even if it was 4 or 5 years. Mitch, what the time frame on that to get your revenue back for the codings when you do the codings? Yeah, a year or two, but you can still go backtrack on it.
So
So
Flex, so the Holy go fire you stay eating from it? Me, I just plug it there.
you see how you want like LRB music. That thing I did was a joint venture.
But you
So
stay eating on you.
my man, a chicken wing, French fried rice. I zizi money. And cowboy, okay. you
Yeah.
know. But if you're an artist, you really want to get your paperwork right, contact me or contact the studio. If you're in Atlanta and you want to sit down and get some knowledge on the music industry, our gate is open. The Liberian people now call our play the bagaya. Everybody pass through. At least they can't do that thing. So if
Mm-hmm.
you ready in, Atlanta, we very open hands with everybody. It don't matter who you are. I don't judge people for who you are. Unless so long you following the same passion with us, this is the whole little clique we got going on here. It's a community just for that. So if you're in Atlanta, let us know. We will help you out. If you got some work you're working, some projects you're working on and you need help with it, we'll help you out and stuff like that. But I think we should do this more. And Victor, I appreciate you for bringing me on today. I think we should do this more because
Mm-hmm.
the more, if one person eat, everybody eat. That's how I see it. If one
Okay.
person eat, everybody eat. And if one person know, everybody will know. Because they will know how that person eating. The only thing about Nigerian people, they want to know where everybody eating from. Sometimes they don't want to put the work into it, but so long they understand people eating from their way, people will follow. And we just got to get on the paperwork side of things. Like before I've been singing this song here for years. And you yourself know that I've been telling you too. But I've been singing this song for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting to a point that we really got to make money out of this thing because we're getting old. Not everybody getting young, my data. We're
Mm-hmm.
all getting old. We gotta put this platform properly for our generation to eat from it. Even if we don't eat from it, this generation, at least the next generation, we can sit down here, this small hot name like Peru next to some kind of beach eating coconut and saying that at least my little 2 cent, 3 cent coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So let's work together, man. We very open hands here at ATL Recording Studio. So Victor, I really appreciate you again. And Tower G, send me some work.
Okay, thank you, Flex, and I will talk to you behind the scene after the show. I want to go to Alex to do what he learned today or what he can leave with someone.
Uh, as always, it was a fascinating conversation. Grateful to you, Victor, and the rest of the guys for being on here tonight. Uh, these conversations are important, and I think we should have them often. Like I said earlier, I realized that within our community, like especially the gospel artists, there are a lot of people in the community that don't know um, that they don't know a lot of things that goes behind the scene as far as the music and your artistry is concerned. And you, Victor, you already know what some of the things that we have on the inside, as well as Prince. I work with Prince as
Mm-hmm.
well on a close level. So you always know how to get me whenever you want me. I'm just a phone call away.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely can be a part of whatever we that whatever that's needed for the community. But like I said, I think we should do this often to educate our people. A lot of people back home in here, new and old, there are a lot of artists that they're still struggling to understand how this thing works. And I think it's just proving enough for us that have a little bit of knowledge, because we don't have it all. We're still learning ourselves, to be able to just give one or two pieces of advice to people as to how it works. And at the end of it, it's just for us to have Liberia well represented out there, and people are able to benefit from the music that they're putting out there as well. And so again, thank you, and I look forward to the next day for this
Friday.
conversation, and let's expand it. Like I said, I'm just a phone call away, so you can call me whenever you guys are having the program you're talking about. We can always come to give our little one or two. But
Okay.
thanks again. It's great seeing all of you tonight.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Zanni, what is your departing message?
Okay, so I wrote a few points down, but I'll just give you a quick backstory. And I want to tell Flex shout out, because he did, like, when he dropped that song, a lot of people didn't weren't looking far when it comes to the Liberian music industry. And I think when he did that song, a lot of people started seeing the possibilities of what a hit record could even do in our community. Number
They
two,
broke the
now
code.
up to Minnesota. Actually, before I went there, I would hang out with people. Everybody would be like that level, that level, that level. But when I went up to Minnesota, I went to see Flex, and he kept on saying level, that level, chamo, that chamo. He kept on using those slang.
Yeah.
Because
No, I love. Shabbat.
I ended up making a song called That Level. And
Oh, yeah, that's on Bigo.
That Level, even up to now, people respect me for that song, love that song. I mean, and I would have to give him a shout out. He kept saying that in my head. And that's why it's good to travel, because I get a lot of inspiration when I travel. People see me traveling and like, well, I get inspiration when I travel. And that's just a small example of what happened for me to even make that song. So Flex, I want to thank you today. Thank you, brother, for even you didn't even know you gave me that inspiration, but
You,
just him saying that.
Salute, man, data. Salute.
you got me paid some royalty now. That way. You know, flying
Level that
business now.
level
You got me
now.
paid some royalty.
Level that level.
No, I can tell that. I can tell that. Say, if I read it, want to collect some royalties, when people go online and say NRB music,
But anyways, to speed
that
up
that
things.
that Peter,
Yes.
that the one I
Another
want.
conversation, my man. Another conversation there.
Level that level, that be right there.
Let me
Chamo that chamo.
let me finish my closing statement. To speed up things, like you said earlier, Flex, even people who did old songs, they could still go back and re-record
Yeah,
those songs.
yeah,
So
still
if
get
the
royalties
songs
of
were
it though.
not recorded properly, this is the time you can go, and you got good song, not just any song now. You got a good song, you can still go back and re-record those songs. But for Liberia especially, we're blessed, but I tell you, we need system and structure. I
Maybe we
keep
can
saying
sample
it.
most of those records.
What do I mean by that? We need everything. We need to understand intellectual property. We need to respect the studios. We need to respect graphic designers, videographers, recording engineers, producers, marketing directors, PR people, press release for those of you who don't understand, DJs, and even for us, we need to start forcing our DJs to play our music. If it means we got to talk to these girls and tell them, look, when no man ain't playing Nigerian, different people music, y'all telling y'all don't want to y'all want to hear Liberian
You
people.
cause trouble.
Yes, we gotta start. If you don't force people sometimes, if you don't, why you think in countries that people strike and demonstrate? They do those things to force the government to listen to their cries. So we gotta start being united and start forcing our people, our DJs to play our music. We got to respect managers, booking agents, radio and concert promoters. Now, we are all artists of us. We can all take on that hat of being a promoter. I told Tyler last time, I said, my man, if you want to do a show in Charlotte, you should reach out to me. If I want to do a show in Atlanta, I should reach out to Flex. If I want to do a show, you know what I mean? And that's how we should be able to move around, regardless if the person got a big ass hit song or not. We should be able to call each other and say, look, Victor, Tower, like Victor and Mizana, you're in Charlotte, man. You'll help me set up this situation. I want to come down there and showcase my music. So why should we be struggling to move around when you got a dope song? You got a song where Black Americans dance to, white Americans dance, Africans dance to it. Everybody love it, but you struggling. You're not even trying to move around to make money off the song. So with that being said, Victor, for this platform, I really appreciate you for. But we got to take everything seriously when it comes to the system and the structure of our music. And that's all I want to say. Thank you for talking to me, guys.
Okay, I want to say thanks to everyone that came on tonight. Why the hell keep coming? Flex, are you? Okay, I turn the microphone. Somebody turn it. Okay. Uh, Flex, turn your microphone. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Flex, are you?
He said, yeah,
Good
yeah,
man,
yeah.
data.
Okay. Video time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you
Flex,
will
mute
test the
your mic,
audio,
Flex.
man.
Mute your mic.
Need
Yeah, but
everybody mute them. Okay. So, to summarize, I would like to say thank you. This Friday is for those of you that all will come here. You guys on the section. Time will come. We all will go on one platform. So all thing we're doing here, we are still safeguarding each other, and time will come. We'll just be on one. We'll all will be on one major platform. It will take because the platform take about 8 to 10 people. Time will come. Will just be once a week. But now we're trying to safeguard to see who all know the game and everything. And time will come. We'll switch over. And one of the things, one of my aim here is that we are starting small like this, but I believe this is going to get bigger because politics and other things they are and they get out there not throw us away like we are out of the system, but are trying to bring us back and bring positivity, to us so we can know that we still got people that watch or listen to us. And this show will get bigger. I can see it coming. And after we have gone 6 months into this thing, we will come together as Liberian artists in general to put a show once a year, one big Aruba one, where we all will just show face and have some real great time. They will used to have the LEA. We don't have it no more. So when the show get bigger, time will come. Pick a day that will come together and just have some great fun. Everybody perform and have some great fun. And, so it's a lot to it, and it will get better. We got a lot of major artists coming, but if you are on this platform, always, if I don't hear you or hear me or something, man, today or Friday, so I can forget something. Today I went for some kind of dinner. A dinner carry me small. They put that one for me to come. So it's crazy, but thank you for coming. And every Friday,
Victor,
yes, yeah,
don't hold on. Please tell your radio station in Liberia to start sending shout out to Justin Bieber and Justin people. They didn't know that. They didn't start sending shout out to our man or TG in here. We got
yeah,
Ellis Green here. We got Flex in here. Y'all want to send out? Y'all play the pop music
play
and
the
send
music.
shout out to them. Boy, you Justin boy know you from nowhere. My boy Justin boy shout out to you. No, please. Y'all play our music.
And I pray next week we'll bring at least 2 major DJ in the community
My man,
to
hold
start
on.
talking to them.
The man can say, my man, Bruno Boy, that drop a new single. What man,
Yeah.
Bruno Boy, a man?
My
When
boy,
last year, Bruno Boy, I
my,
thought through.
my daughter Burner boy just drop a new hit. But I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, so Flag just dropped a new song. After the show is called I'm Blessed. So I can send it to your WhatsApp just to listen to it. It's a very great song. It's called I'm Blessed, and very very powerful song. So I pray that you will want it and we can play it as well, helping push it as well. So I just gonna drop just a little sound you hear through the microphone because it's not in the system yet. Let me see before we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just tell the people I just dropped the Buffet music video. Everybody, please go check it out. It's like
Okay.
days ago. And
Oh,
What is it
okay.
called? Where can we find it?
just look up my name, Mizonic on YouTube. Mezonic. Yeah, the song name is Buffet.
I like that already, man. I
Buffet
like
Grand
it.
Ole, my man.
Buffet
Buffet.
ground with it.
See, I'm
Yeah,
still
you went.
using
You went
culture.
tell it. I mean, you went tell it. G, I like the style, bro. I like when I hear these kind of things. It can make me feel good. Our traditional music, our language, our
Culture.
culture.
The
Yeah,
culture. Yeah.
My man,
they make it a Philadelphia man for that. What they call it, Candia Award. They would have just look at it. Yeah. If you can know how to represent culture, my man.
And the album is The Love for Mama Africa 2. Africa Diamonds. Everybody go check.
good all you wanna, Bobby.
Flex.
Okay.
Cool song, man.
You got flex it up,
Yeah.
but sharing now, man, sharing the group, sharing the group.
I'll send you the group.
Yeah, sharing the group.
I woke up this morning, no stress on my chest, no stress on my chest.
Okay, I'll send to you later. So, but thank you so much, and I was sending your inbox. And let's come by Friday and make it big. I think Fatih Gabriel coming next week. She had a show. She was going to be on a particular show.
But man, that will reach me what I can't today.
No,
And you
Fatih
not
Paul.
show the Oma.
No, Fatih Gabriel called. She said she had a show. She got to go to Boston. She in Boston right now. So she'll cancel
Okay.
that next week. And Nima Makan too. So we'll put on different groups so we can have some real great time.
If she can't yet tell her grandson looking for her.
All right, guys. Yeah, thanks so much, man. And I'll catch you next Friday.
All right. Peace
Speak
out.
up,
See ya. Good
speak
night.
up, speak up.
Yeah, love you.
Take care, man.
Bye bye.